I guess we'll just get started if that's okay, everybody. Welcome all to the call. Now, this association, you know, we have done quite a lot of these meetings with LionDesk and associations. So am I correct in saying this is an association somewhere Long Beach area? Am I in the right ballpark?
Anaheim.
Or different geography? Anaheim, what do I know? Okay, folks, welcome to the call. I see Jerry and Scott and Natalia, Victoria, Liz, Stampy, Sujin, Alice. We have a lot of people. Sherry, Claudia, Emily, welcome, welcome. Wayne, Young, Kathleen, Gautam, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Ricky. Hey, question for you guys as we're on here. You got on this call, what are you expecting? Would somebody please type into your chat box what you're hoping to get out of this? What was the particular topic that was pitched? Sometimes the associations send messages and we don't know, and there can be confusion. So I would love to see if you guys would just type in the chat box, is there a particular topic you'd love to get out of this call? I'm going to go ahead and get started momentarily. Scott says he can't hear me, but everybody else can hear okay, huh, Scott? I'm wondering if, Scott, if you've got, let's see, if there's something on your end with mute, perhaps, or with the volume, huh? Victoria says she can't see me, which is interesting because we're on video okay here. Okay, Claudia said skills to improve my business. Excellent, good, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Okay, if anybody else wants to type in the chat box what they're hoping to get out of it, I'm going to get rolling in just a minute. And don't worry, I have no intention of taking your time lightly. My intention, I only have one, is that you leave this call and you have an idea or two that you're eager to implement in your business. And I don't care if you've been in this industry for 30 years. My objective is very simple. It's to give you some new tools for your tool belt here, and perhaps a little inspiration, which is not the worst thing in the world either. Fair enough. And we'll share with you a little bit. Also, Stephen from LionDesk, Stephen Lopez, is going to share with you some great products. Sherry put LionDesk, good. Kathy put how to get my emails out of my distribution list, right? They're in Office 365. How do we get those into LionDesk? Gautam put skills for the new normal, right? Good. Yeah, this new normal. It's an interesting world we're living in, okay? Let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So you're gonna get a little both. You're gonna get perhaps 45 minutes-ish of me here, if you don't mind. My name's David Halpern. I'm a business coach that maybe if any of you have heard about me through the grapevine, we are kind of heavily into the real estate industry in Southern California of all things, even though real estate's not my background, so we get around. Evelyn put new to real estate. How do I start? Good. Sherry put LionDesk. Great. You'll have Stephen sharing with you some interesting kind of new tidbits and with LionDesk that you'll probably want to pay attention to. So here we go. Let me just share with you. I'll kind of get into my story. Folks, don't hesitate if you want to type questions into the chat box. I know we've got, 34 or whatever in the audience right now, but don't hesitate. If there's something you want, I'll try to get to it and kind of incorporate it in what we talk about. So I'm going to give you my background just for 2-3 minutes, just so you know the lenses through which I see the world. Not that my story should matter to you, but just in case you're curious, okay? My name's David Halpern, as I mentioned. I grew up in New York, attended Yale University, went to work for an investment bank that acquired Crescent Jewelers in a leveraged buyout, and they moved me to California many years ago. Worked with Crescent for 11 years, became the chief operating officer, which meant I ran the stores. And I left Crescent to move to Southern California to become the CEO of a database marketing company based in Torrance, California, okay? Which was kind of cool because they didn't hire me because I was a marketing whiz. They hired me because I knew how to grow businesses. But, what was great about it was I always wanted to move to SoCal, which was terrific because I met my wife a few weeks thereafter, so that worked out well. But I knew how to grow a company, and they gave me a gift for marketing. So I'm going to share with you some principles I learned while running a marketing company and working with marketers, if that makes sense, because I promise you they're radically different from the crap that's being taught in the real estate world. No disrespect to the coaches in your industry, but holy moly, if I hear one more person running around with door knocking and cold calling, if this last 6 months hasn't gotten it through your thick skin that it is not about door knocking and cold calling, but rather it's about database and social media, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. Shall I repeat that with the same kind of intensity just for effect or entertainment at least? Listen to this. Your industry association, the National Association of Realtors, said that 65% of transactions 2 years ago came from referrals and and sphere, circle of influence. And yet, realtors are still listening to this old dinosaurish stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not saying door knocking is ineffective if you're good at it, but most people hate it and don't do it. So that's not a way to build a business. We're going to talk about database and social media as a general topic here, if you don't mind, because this is how you have to build, not only at a time like this, but in general. Fair enough? In any event, 7 years ago, I walked away from being the CEO of this database marketing company at age 47 to do the thing that I always dreamed of doing, which was having my own business, a consulting practice, right? I don't know if any of you can relate, but here I am running around now like I'm the crusader for entrepreneurship, coaching a ton of people for building their businesses, and yet it took me until age 47 to have the cojones to go out and build a business, if you get my drift. So we are all on that same journey, and the reason that I think that we've gotten kind of traction within your industry, and we're working with a lot of people, is because, look, my journey is your journey. We are building service-based businesses. Real quick, let me just kind of do a fast forward, and I'll tell you some of the real story here, so you don't think I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm just here to impress upon you that the same thing we did to build our coaching practice is the same thing you must do to build your real estate practice. Are you with me? The same thing. It's a service-based business. Same process, different product. Okay? Just to fast forward, today, on my weekly calendar, I think we have now 130 some odd one-on-one coaching clients, most of whom are realtors, lenders, brokers, branch managers, escrow, title, and I still have a little bit of a book of business outside of real estate. My background is not real estate. Interesting how that worked. We also have 800 people using our products. So if anyone wants to just take a mental note of this one, if you want any help with this stuff, I'll give you 2 minutes on it later on. Not only do we do private coaching at a rate that's less than 1/3 of Mike Ferry, Tom Ferry, Craig Proctor, and everybody else out there, because their prices are ridiculous for coaching, I'm sorry, but also we do 4 or 5 different products. Number one is we literally manage people's databases for them. That's why we love LionDesk. Okay, they're our CRM of choice. Not that you have to use them. We literally manage people's social medias for them. We literally do lead generation for our own clients, interestingly enough, mostly through social media, as crazy as it sounds, through Facebook Messenger and Instagram direct messaging, which I'll explain. We do follow-up work for our clients, which is always everybody's Achilles heel. We even hire their virtuals and stuff for them. Okay, FYI, every product that I just mentioned for you that we do for clients, we do it for way less than you think. Interesting? You see those VA companies trying to charge you $1,500, $2,000 a month? No way, not even close, because I'm a believer in you run your business like a business. And we're going to talk about that today. If you run your business like a business, you're trying to maximize your return. You're not trying to overspend on stuff, which is what everybody else gets you to for their own margins. Are you with me? Okay. Incidentally, I'll just put here, if you can see Rosalind Andrews on the screen, Rosalind works with me in my business. I'm going to put Rosalind's number online so you can reach out to her with any questions you may have about any of this stuff. But what I want to tell you is this. The punchline is we've got about 130-something coaching clients. So my calendar is wacky. Every Monday it's 20 coaching sessions. Every Tuesday it's like 20. Every Wednesday it's like 20. But we also have 800 people using our products. Now bear in mind, when I work with people on products, I'm still a coach first and foremost. That's my passion. And I can't run away from the products, so they better freaking work because I'm still going to see the same people a year later. Are you with me? So what we're going to talk about is whether or not you're interested in our products is one thing. What I want to talk to you about is what are these things that we do with our clients, and whether you like us or not doesn't matter. Jot down and take notes because I'm telling you what I think is, sort of the crib notes on how to build your business. Let's go right to the very beginning. And real quick, this all started because I was coaching non-real estate, and my brother-in-law was a RE/MAX realtor. He's still a realtor, but he was a realtor. And in 2013, he only did 6 sides or transactions and asked me for help. So I started working with him and 6 of his buddies out at a RE/MAX in Rancho Cucamonga. And listen to this, please. The 7 guys I worked with, pro bono, because it's my brother-in-law. I just did it for him in between clients. Thursday mornings, I was driving from Rancho Palos Verdes, where I live, out to Rancho Cucamonga for an 8 o'clock 1 hour get-together, weekly meeting with the 7 realtors who went from, please visualize this, 17 million in total volume between the 7 of them in 2013, which means 2.5 million-ish each, maybe 40, 50K GCI each person. 37 million the next year, 78 million the year after. And that's not an exaggerated number. They averaged almost a 200K GCI. My brother-in-law, this is proof that I don't have a magic wand, people, and what I'm going to teach you is basic, but I don't have a magic wand. Of the 7 realtors, who do you think was the slowest to get their butt moving and their momentum going? You guessed it, my brother-in-law, which is proof that I can't wave I'm not the one doing the work, but I can't wave a magic wand. But even my brother-in-law, right now, if you're looking at my funny background here, I'm actually in a rented house in La Quinta. My family's escaping the quarantine here for a week, right? So my brother-in-law is actually staying with me in the house. And it's interesting, get this, guys, he has 10 escrows right now, 10 open escrows right now. So what on earth is going on here? What are we teaching and what are we doing? And if you're taking notes, please write this down. If you're not taking notes, please write this down. It's database, social media, +1. The end. That's how you build a business. The sweet spot in all service-based businesses is 2 or 3 marketing channels. The end. It's that simple. The end. That's it. Why are we on this call right now? Because our third one happens to be speaking events. You guys are fitting into our third marketing channel, or whatever the heck this thing is. The only thing we do in my coaching business to build up from what we built was a 4-figure to a 5-figure to a 6-figure to a 7-figure coaching business. By the way, I'm the only coach. I have no other coaches. I have no desire for other coaches. And no, you don't have to do it like other people do it. You can build your own business in your own style. There is no one-size-fits-all in business. I don't like coaches that try to fit you into a certain program or box. It's bullshit. How's that for a statement? There is no one-size-fits-all. The business has to work around your style, your personality, and your likes and dislikes, right? I cannot get anyone who hates door knocking to build a business around door knocking. Make sense? So this is how we built our business, but yet we built it to 7 figures through one coach? How do you do that? Please take notes. Ready? Number 1, database, which means specifically texting and email. So 1A, texting, 1B, email. Just write those down for now. In fact, I'm going to punch ahead and just give you some sort of answers to the exam, if you will, and we'll back into why. Next to texting, put 1 per month. To everyone in your database. This is for me. It's not right. It's not wrong. You could do more. You could do less. I'm just telling you roughly the skeleton that we love to use with our clients to build a business that no longer does 2 transactions a year, but does 12, or no longer does 10 transactions a year, but does 24, or no longer does, in the case of Julio and Jeanette Arias, 62 deals last year now, right? Or in the case of, some of the brokers I'm working with who are doing them by the hundreds, right? Everybody with me? Or Angel and Patty Hernandez, who did over 100 personal last year, right? Some of the people that I work with, okay? Listen, let's go through this. Number 1, texting once a month. Number 2, emailing twice a month. Most of you on this call I already lost you, because you're already thinking there's no way I'm going to do that many. I'm going to get so many opt-outs. I'm going to get so many people that don't like what I'm saying. What on earth am I going to say in the content? And this is your problem. And this is why you think like a salesperson and not like a business owner. This is why your performance is highly limited, whereas others can do so much more business. Because business owners don't care what other people think. Please write this down. If you're overly concerned with what other people think, you cannot be a great business owner. If you're overly concerned with what other people think, you cannot be a great business owner. Some will, some won't. So what? Next is the way business owners think. I'm going to tell you right now, when I do like direct sales stuff, when we do events or whatever, and we're sharing products and stuff, you know what we tell people all the time? If you want to do this product with us, I love you. And if you don't want to do this product with us, I love you. I'm going to love you anyway. Does that make sense? That's it. That's the right approach of a business owner, as opposed to a sales professional who's afraid to market, to interact with people for fear of opt-outs, rejection, negative replies, and the like. And most of you suffer radically because of this. Okay? Listen, also write this one down. Ready? If you didn't get any opt-outs yesterday, you didn't open your doors for business. And most of you are thinking, no way, you're out of your mind, David. You're out of your mind. If I get opt-outs, my database is already freaking tiny to begin with, which is another one of your issues, by the way. The average realtor that I work with has literally between 100 and 150 names in their database. And then they're asking me, how come I can't build a business? What do I need to do? And the answer is, start putting people in your database, for Pete's sakes. Start putting people you already know in your database, for peak's sakes. You haven't put in any of your friends and your family member and your circle of influence and your neighbors and your church friends in there. What's wrong with you? Why are you ashamed about your business? How are you going to build a business if you treat your database like it's only the 5 leads that were hot last month? You know, does that make sense? The average person that I work with has only 300 Facebook friends. You can't build a business on 300 Facebook friends. You got to add. You got to grow it. The world is database now if you haven't figured it out, right? Okay, so number 1, texting once a month. Number 2, emailing twice a month, right? Now you got 36 touches a year. Because they're from different channels, they're not too offensive. If people opt out, that's fine. They opt out, you remove them. Let's go to the next one. Number 3 and 4, Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram, social media. There are all kinds of studies online as to, and even the marketers I used to work with would not agree with each other on what's the right volume of posting and content and messaging. I'm going to tell you right now, here's how social media works. Are you ready? And here's how database works. Gary V gets it right in his book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. He says, a jab is when you add value to someone. A jab is when you share information with someone. A jab is when you connect socially with someone. A jab is when you give a gift to someone. A jab is when you provide expertise to someone. A jab is any time you, or Buffini would call it an item of value, right? Jab, 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 right hook means, according to Gary V, that you should jab multiple times and then you right hook, which means ask for a referral or ask for a lead or ask if they're interested in looking at something right now. Does this make sense, people? The idea is when you're doing your 2 emails and 1 text and the other things we're going to get into in just a second here, you're doing mostly non-direct sales. You're sharing information, you're connecting socially, you're sending a message this week that's a happy Father's Day personal message or whatever, right? But then every couple of messages you're doing a direct ask, which we can get to if you like. All right, let's keep moving here. Number 3 is Facebook. Number 4 is Instagram. Those 2 are important for you right now. And if you're asking me what's the right numbers here for now, I would write down this. Post 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay? Post to Instagram, to Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. It doesn't mean you can't do also Twitter. It doesn't mean you can't skip one of these. It doesn't mean you can't do 3 times a week. It doesn't mean you can't do twice a day, 3 days a week. I'm just telling you, if you want roughly an okay sweet spot here, we like 12 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Does that make sense? Okay, let's keep going here. So what do you do through those? Let me give you some quantities. Those are the jabs. The posts are the jabs. The posts are you're sharing video content. The posts are you're sharing photos from a family vacation. The posts are you're sharing information about how low mortgage interest rates are. The posts are any content that warms people up, and the jab is the direct ask, and here's how you do it. Are you ready? There's 3 ways to do it in social media. Number 1 is through Facebook Messenger. I love Facebook Messenger. Let's compare it to LionDesk for a minute. LionDesk is a CRM where you keep data. Texting is a great way to connect with those people in LionDesk. Now let's compare this to Facebook. People, please write this down. Facebook is a second CRM for you. It's another database. Now there's overlap. You're going to have some people in both databases. So what? It's a different channel. So if you market to them through multiple channels, they're not as offended. And Facebook Messenger is literally texting to a database called Facebook. Does that make sense? How many times should you market through Facebook Messenger? Ready? Once a month to every Facebook friend. That's your number. Because it's just like texting to a database. It's the same exact thing. Now you got a problem here and I got a problem here. You know what? My headsets, guys, bear with me a minute. Too much talking today. Headset and phone are running low on battery. I'm going to probably be off the headset in a minute, guys. So if we do, I'll yell into the speaker. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear. Okay, let's keep rolling here. So Facebook Messenger is just like texting. Here's the problem you have. Facebook blocks you now at about 35 Facebook Messenger messages a day. So like we have our clients, my realtors are constantly sending out messages through Facebook. Hi, Susan, any interest in buying or selling a home or investment property, smiley face sometime in the near future. And we have scripts that we rotate, right? But if you can only send out 35 a day, and you have to wait till the next day because Facebook blocks you, that means in the course of a month, you can only get about 1,000 out there. But what if you have more than 1,000 Facebook friends? And the problem there is, then it's good. Let's say you have 5,000 friends like we do, right? It takes you 5 months to get to all of them, but it doesn't matter. You do the maximum you can. Everybody with me now? So if you have fewer than 1,000 Facebook friends, you message them once a month through Facebook Messenger, twice a year. 12 times a year, 12 times a year. Does that make sense? Every message is not a direct ask. Every couple messages is a direct ask with a different script. Let's go to Instagram. Instagram, you're now posting to Instagram Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or you have someone do it for you, more importantly, which we'll get to, right? Okay, great. Now, what do? You send an Instagram direct message, which is just like a text to Instagram, once a month to every single person that's an Instagram follower of yours. Does everybody on this call understand that we have like 2,400 Instagram followers? We send 2,400 Instagram messages. And literally day before yesterday, a new coaching client signed up from an Instagram lead. That's how it works. So you're going to turn your LionDesk into a lead generator. You're going to turn your Guys, I'm going to get off the headset here and go on to speaker. Let's see if this works, okay? Bear with me. Guys, give me a thumbs up if this is sort of clear. Ross, can you hear okay? We good? Okay, guys. Hopefully this will work well. I've got you on my speaker phone. If it gets muffled, please let me know, and I'll hold it to my head here if you guys don't mind, okay?
You're
Victoria,
good, David.
thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, good, guys. All right, let's keep going here. Ready? So does everybody understand now? Let's go to number 5 and 6. Ready? 5. Number 5 and 6 are, these are the sweat equity ones here. Phone calls and handwritten notes. Phone calls and handwritten notes, 5 and 6. Now, the numbers I'm going to give you are definitely not right. There is no right, so you got to pick your own number. With people that don't do enough phone calls to their database, I literally try to get these clients, the low volume clients, to do 3 phone conversations a day with past or potential clients, okay? With other people that are doing a lot of cold lead generation, it's got to be more than that. It could be a couple dozen or whatever. But whatever, pick a number and stick with it, okay? For people that really don't do a consistent number of phone calls to past and potential clients, just to check in or to share information or whatever, do 3 times, if you will, three people a day. Handwritten notes, I like 3 per day also. So I know some people like to do systems with like 5 a day or whatever. Whatever, just come up with a regimen where you're doing stuff. Now, I hope all of you on this call understand, I know what I'm talking about. I work with enough of you people that most of you are good with people and you suck at organization and detail and LionDesk and organizing your lead generation and marketing efforts. You're overwhelmed already by what I just shared with you. And if that's you, relax. I know. I'm about to give you probably the best word you ever heard. Are you ready? If I was like like the commander of the British Army, I would knight you now and put my sword on you. I now knight you and give you permission to be as disorganized as you freaking want in your business forever, which is the exact opposite of what every other coach teaches. Everyone that you know and I know that makes a ton of money in business, that's highly successful, is very disorganized. Oh, they have a lot of appointments on their calendar. But in between, what they're good at is working hard and using the time they have to do important things. Listen to me carefully, people. If you are completely disorganized, jumping around from texting to emailing to Facebook Messenger to writing handwritten notes to going on appointments or whatever, you're still going to do way more business than you do now. The problem you have is not this. The problem is you're not spending your time in this stuff. The organization is not important. It's spending your time in the areas that are most powerful, or as a lot of people would say, the income-producing activities. Are we making some sense here, people? So you got to pick your number. Look, you don't have to pick my numbers for those 6. Make up your own. And the other problem is when you make it up, you still won't do it because you need accountability, people. Please write this down. I'm going to talk about 3 things you need to be successful as a business owner. And please look at me for this one. I'm going to give you a visual on this one. This is a salesperson or a realtor. This is a business owner. The realtor does so much volume. The business owner who thinks like a business person does way more volume, even if they're not as good at selling. Huh? How do we pull that one off? Let's do the difference very briefly between a sales professional and a business owner. Please write this down. You know why? Because business owners think on paper. Salespeople don't. Bill Gates has a 20-room mansion on an island just outside of Seattle. My 17-year-old daughter went up there and visited it, or started visiting some islands up there with a cousin of hers who lives up there, right? Beautiful home. Did you know that in every room of the 20-room mansion, he has a yellow pad with a pen? Why? Because he knows that great business owners think on paper. He's deathly afraid to miss ideas, miscapturing ideas. Les Brown in his old videos used to say, you get 3-4 ideas a year that would have changed your life or business and transformed it, but you don't remember it. Please write these things down. Okay, number 1, sales professional thinks paycheck to paycheck. As a result, sales professional lives paycheck to paycheck. Sales professional is always fearing money. Sales professional does not reinvest in their business. That's the big punchline. Oh, another big punchline for sales professional. Sales professionals think that no one can do anything as well as they can, so they do everything themselves. Sales professional says, if I want to make more money, that's easy. I just have to work more. Some sales professionals actually make 6 figures. I call them operators. It's like a euphemism for a sales professional who has a work ethic and some technical skill. But it's still meant to be a derision, a statement of derision. Why? Because do you guys on this call, does this surprise you to hear this? That maybe 40%-ish of my clients are realtors and lenders already making 6 figures, but they've been doing the same volume for the last 5 years. They've been plateaued within a range of production. They have no idea how to break through. And every time they try to break through, they just try to work harder. And now they're at a stage of life where they're sick of working harder. They don't want to kill themselves anymore. They don't want to do what they did when they were 22 years old. And even when they apply themselves like crazy, the volume doesn't seem to move. Interesting? So I get a lot of those as clients. It's kind of one of the groups of stereotypical coaching clients. And the reason they cannot break through is they think like a sales professional. Afraid to reinvest in their business, do everything themselves because nobody can do it as well as they can. And if somebody else does it, since it won't be as good as they can, they won't look good in the eyes of other people. And that's more important to them than actually building a business. Are you with me, people? I have a client who's a broker, an independent broker owner, okay, in Whittier. And I get this text from her. Let me see if I can read you this text. And we're sending out, I'm coaching her and doing all of those other products for her, we're doing for her that I mentioned, okay? And I love her, she's a great gal, okay? I won't mention names to protect the innocent, okay? And one of the things that we're doing is sending out these Facebook Messenger messages for her to generate leads, right through her own Facebook and social media, and sending out messages right through her LionDesk for her and stuff, right? And she says to me, Dave, I know you're gonna coach me and I'm so excited to work with you and all this stuff, and I know personality-wise we're gonna get along great. This thing about sending these messages out, and bothering these people all the time, and you don't know my people. Like her people are different from everybody else's people, right? So I told her, look, just give it a shot. Let's not do a direct sales message. Let's do a coronavirus message. The script that we used, in case you're curious, was this. And if any one of you wants this script, you see Roz's phone number on there, the 909 number in the chat box, just call her if you want any of these scripts. We've got like 30 free scripts for you on how to, ask for business. It's all fine. So we use this script. Ready? Hi, Susan. I hope you and your family are healthy, safe, and feeling positive, exclamation point. Don't hesitate to reach out for me if you need anything. Best, and the name of the broker, right? Okay. Then she sends out messages, and a few days later, she calls our virtuals on my team who sends it out for her and said, please stop, halt. So I'm on my coaching call with her, and I'm like, Amy, why'd you stop? And she said, somebody was complaining they got one at 9 at night or whatever. And I kind of politely told Amy, just do it anyway. Just give it a few weeks. The people are not going to hate you and whatever for it, and we'll change it, whatever. I get this text from her. Okay, I'm just going to read you this text if you don't mind. This is from Tuesday, okay? Hi, David, just wanted to send you a quick text if you don't mind. Jethro, who's one of our guys, started DMing my Facebook people at 5:10 tonight. My arms are tingling because I think I just got a hot seller lead. I happen to be on Facebook, so I started responding to people's responses. It's amazing. Thank you for helping me, quote, get over my hesitation, okay? And it is a legitimate seller lead, and she followed up with us on this one, okay? Look, you've got to get out of your own way and market more. Salespeople are more concerned with how they look than how to build a business.
Business owners operate more like Kobe Bryant. Let's use the Kobe example. Are you ready? Okay, Kobe Bryant, we all miss him. He was considered one of the old timers, right? Did you know he ended up being number 3 in all-time scoring in NBA history as of today? However, you ready for the however? He has missed 4 shots by a margin than anyone else in the history of the NBA. He's the most prolific misser. And what was the complaint about Kobe all those years? Listen to this, for those of you that are Lakers fans. Ball hog doesn't pass. That was always the criticism from the masses. What did Kobe Bryant do in response to, ball hog doesn't pass? What did Kobe do? And you know the answer. He shot more. He shot more. Does everybody understand? You're going to have to, the only way to build a business is to think like a business owner. And business owners say, I'm going to market way more, and as a result, I'm going to have lovers, likers, dislikers, and even some haters. And the haters, we just pull them out of our databases. Everybody good so far? Okay, thumbs up again if you can hear okay. We still good? Thank you, guys. Okay, let's keep moving here. Business owners reinvest in their business aggressively. Business owners are always seeking something called leverage. Leverage is like a seesaw. Guys, please look at me, ladies and gentlemen. Please look at me. A seesaw is you sit on one end and the other end shoots up. That's leverage. It's a lever, right? Okay, please write this down. The 3 greatest levers in business are as follows, in order, in my opinion, and no, you don't have to agree with me, and no, you don't have to implement anything of what I'm saying. Number 1, coaching. Coaching is the number 1 greatest, and mentoring is the number 1 greatest lever in business, because you are never going to change until you hang out with different people. Okay? You and I are on this call for one purpose only, to change our results. Please watch what I'm going to type in the chat box. The problem is there's only one way to change our results. There's only one way for you to go from 10 to 24 next year, or whatever you want to do. First, you have to change your daily activities and habits radically in order to change your results. Because if you always do what you always did, you always get what you always got. Think about yesterday. What did you do in your real estate business yesterday? Was it similar to what you did a year ago or 2 years ago? If it was, you're screwed. It ain't going to change. Okay. How do we get ourselves to change our daily activities and habits? And does everybody on this call understand now? All I want you to do is way more quantity. Way more quantity. Way more interaction with people daily. It's the magic sweet sauce. Of course, you're going to try to give great customer service. Of course, you're going to try to add value and information and relationship and all the things you're good at. But you're not doing anywhere near enough of it. Here's another expression you can write down if you want. Ready? Mediocre marketing with consistency is far more powerful than brilliant marketing without consistency. Mediocre marketing with consistency is far more powerful than brilliant marketing without consistency. Okay, let's go back to this topic of number 1, mentoring and coaching, highest return on investment. Why? Because the only way we can get you to change your daily activities and habits in order to change your results radically is to give you a change of thinking. It's a change of thinking. It's not willpower. People, how many of you on this call have said this? On Monday, I'm going to start cold calling. On Monday, I'm going to start dieting. Yeah, right. I'm a coach. I know. Nope. Yeah. Willpower is your problem. It's the strategy you always use to try to change your business, but your will sucks. It's weak. Right? A change of thinking is different. A change of thinking is permanent and sustainable. The famous book from 1937 is called Think and Grow Rich. It is not called Door Knock and Cold Call and Grow Rich. How do you change your thinking? By hanging out with different thinkers. Jim Rohn got it right. When he was alive, he was mentor to Tony Robbins and Les Brown and many of the other greats there. He used to say, you are the sum of the 5 people that surround you the most. You know what I tell my coaching clients or people considering coaching? I tell them, look, all I want you to do, honestly, is give me permission to be one of the 5 voices in your ear, that I might be able to influence your assumptions, that I might be able to help you undo some old beliefs or reorganize them. Does that make sense at all? Okay? So that's the value of coaching and mentoring. Let me give you the punchline on this and we'll move on, okay? I want to get through this pretty quickly here. Why is coaching so powerful, or mentoring? Or even if it's free mentoring, even if it's you listening to books, tapes, CDs, and podcasts on the internet, you have no excuse. They're everywhere, people, right? It doesn't just have to be paid coaching. You have no excuse. In 2011, I went to some Tony Robbins events with my wife. We saw this great, on the Wealth Mastery event, this guy on stage named Keith Cunningham. My wife elbows me and goes, "You like him, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah." "Why don't you coach with him one-on-one? Wouldn't that be a great transformative experience?" And I'm thinking to myself, what does that guy cost? After the event, we found out 1 year of private executive coaching, $60,000. If I had been there alone, I had left out the side door, but because I'm the machismo husband who has to impress my freaking wife, I put it on a credit card. And for 1 year, I coached with a guy I didn't even know at the time. He was Rich Dad from Kiyosaki's original edition, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It says, "Special thanks to Rich Dad Keith Cunningham." I had no idea I was going to coach with a Rich Dad, okay? At the end of 2013, guess what I did? Listen to this. This is crazy. I renewed 2 years. Every 90 days, I had to fly to Austin, Texas with my wife to go see him in person. It was transformative, people. My business, our building of assets as a family, I don't have time to get into it with you people. All I want you to know is Keith Cunningham recently shared with a small group of us that he broke 9 figures net worth. He's in his 70s now. Don't you think that if I hang out with a guy like him, my wife and I got to know he and his wife Sandy very well, that it's going to change my own appetite and the way I think about things. It has changed my ability to build a business forever and to encourage other people to do so. Does that make any sense at all? The number one greatest return on investment. Real quick, throw this down in your tool belt. I don't usually do this on association stuff, but our coaching, if you're interested in a whole year of coaching, do you realize that we do a whole year of coaching for $1,200? A whole year. Go spend, whatever, $1,000 a month with the other dudes. And you get me, you don't get. So if you have a crazy interest in this stuff, just reach out to Roz. She'll give you the information on any of this stuff, okay? This is important, coaching. Number 2, second highest return on investment, people. People. Leveraging your business through people. Let me kind of skip ahead. The third highest return on investment is marketing. However, business owners, like if I go to realtors and I go, "You got to reinvest in your business," most of them go, I know, I need to. Half of them won't do it anyway. But they're only thinking about marketing. They're missing it. In my opinion, it starts with coaching and mentoring, number 1. Because if you don't change your thinking, you ain't going to use the tools anyway. How many of you are on LionDesk and you ain't freaking using it? I know how this works, right? You got to change your thinking. I know I'm probably not supposed to say this on an association call, but like I arm twist the crap out of my clients. Stop with the free LionDesk, upgrade to the pro plan for whatever that is, $40 a month or whatever it is. You have to do more messaging, people. Nobody I coach with does the free program. I won't let them because if they're doing the free one, they ain't doing any marketing. Are you with me? Okay. So now let's go back. Number 2 is people. Number 3 is marketing. What does this mean? It means the only way for you to radically grow is to give tasks to other people. Most of you, I'm guessing, just from experience, most of you on this call, if I asked you what you're best at in your business, you'll say you love people and building relationships, most of you, and you like being on appointments. And it's the rest of the business that's not so much fun. That's probably the truth for most of you, okay? I know there are exceptions. What you're telling me is you're great at sales and relationship building with people in person, or you're good at it, but you don't love as much the other elements of the business. Write these down, please. Please write these down. It's important. Such as lead generation, number 1. Follow-up, number 2. I could spend 2 hours on you guys on follow-up, number 2. And since you suck at it and will continue to suck at it, you better delegate it to other people. In case you're curious, well, we'll come back to this. Number 3, right? Setting appointments, which is kind of the same as follow-up. You might want to say follow-up and appointment setting, put that together maybe. Number 3, paperwork. Number 4, it could be having somebody in charge of, kind of lead, if you have enough volume, leading with escrows or managing the escrow process. So you're not sucked and consumed into one deal with problems. Stupid. Wait, that's a salesperson. That's not a business owner. A business owner is like, yeah, so what if I lose an escrow once in a while? I got to go get more. But a salesperson's like, I got to do everything in my power to keep it, including stop prospecting for the next 6 months. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Are you with me? Okay, here's another one. Marketing, number 5, I guess we're up to. Marketing. And, you know, you could break that down. Marketing could be number 5, like, you know, just doing task items, maybe getting out flyers and materials and stuff, or doing social media could be number 6. Put social media number 6. How about number 7, bookkeeping? I mean, I could go on and on with the list. Does everybody understand? Please, please write this one quote down from a great thinker named Peter Drucker, who passed away many years ago. The Claremont business schools are still named after him to this day, the Drucker School of Management. Drucker used to say this: great business in one sentence. Ready? Do what you do best and outsource the rest. Do what you do best and outsource the rest. That's how you run a business. Okay, guys, listen to this. I started coaching 7 years ago. I worked very hard and I have some experience getting around the block. I love coaching, so I started building my business. And I got to the point, you know, within a year or something like that, where it was covering my household bills, and I knew, oh, this is great. I'll never have to go work for anyone again. I can build something here, and I really love this. How wonderful is that, right? Finally, age 47, right? 2 years later, I hired 2 people to help me, part-timers. One does spreadsheets and administrative stuff, and another one is Rosalind, who you see on this call. Rosalind worked with me in corporate environments, and she's amazing with relationship building and people and all that, right? Business grew from the number it was at to slightly more than double in about 7 months. And the only change to my business, it doubled, was 2 part-timers at the time. Now it's years later and Roz is full-time with me and we're doing different things. I am the only coach in my business. I have no desire to have other coaches. Guess how many people I have working with me now on my team? 21 other people. When I tell my clients I have 22 employees on my team or whatever, they don't believe me. And then I show them my payroll and stuff. Now, only 4 or 5 are full-timers and the rest are part-timers, but they mostly do one specific task each. Write this down. We don't have time for this one, but write this down. Are you ready? Write this down. In my opinion, this is just my version of the world, people. I have clients that don't even follow what I say, no surprise, but a lot of them do. Hire by task only. It'll cost you way less, and you'll get way more results. The only problem here is you have to be willing to let people go and replace when they don't hit your results, which most people have trouble doing, which is why we even do that for some of our clients, as goofy as that sounds. Crazy? Okay? So for me, it takes a village to build a business, but don't get too excited, because a lot of you are saying, I only did 5 deals last year. How can I scale? And the answer is pretty simple. If I told you you could have somebody do all of your follow-up work for you for the equivalent of $50 freaking a month, would you be in? And the answer is yes. Well, then you can scale now, but you don't know it. I'm going to just share with you a single product here. I'm not here to sell you products. I'm here to support LionDesk, and I'm going to hard sell LionDesk to you in the second here. But I want you to know this. You got Roz's phone number, the 909 number there on your chat screen. If any one of you is interested in exploring a combination of private coaching, us running your database for you, us doing your social media for you, us doing your lead generation for you, us doing your follow-up work for you, us doing daily accountability with you, and my coaching combined, got it? An entire year will be a one-time fee of $997 if you text Roz at that 909 number today. An entire year, which, by the way, is 1 month of coaching with some of those other coaches, and you don't get them anyway. You get their coaches, and you get nothing else. And please understand, the reason that we can do that is because we're teaching our own clients to build their business the same way we build ours, which is hire by single task, measure their results, let them know up front what they need to do in order to kind of stay with you so they can win. It sounds easier than it is, but it kind of is easy, if that makes sense. So look, let me put it to you this way. There are 3 different people that work on lead generation for us. Okay, for me personally, right? Like one sends out messages through Facebook and Instagram. One sends out the emails and the text on LionDesk for us, right? One of them is literally putting Facebook and social media posts to promote events for us and creating those events, right? We have people that are doing these things for me, so I don't have to do it. I'm pretty good at bookkeeping and stuff. It's part of my old background and, sort of upbringing, if you will. but I have somebody else do it because I don't have time for, look, in my world, what I really love is learning and teaching. If I could do one thing all day long, it's work with people to help them build businesses. And what's cool about it is that's kind of what I do now. But 7 years ago, how many hats did I wear in my business 7 years ago? And you know the answer, all of them. And what happened a year later and 2 years later? I peeled off little tiny hats, but I was still doing almost everything. And now we're 7 years later, what have I peeled off? And the answer is a lot more has been peeled off. What's interesting is with all this payroll, the net is way higher. Salespeople think if I reinvest in my business, I'm just going to simply lose money. Business owners understand if I reinvest in my business, it is impossible not to make more money if you're willing to replace people until you find people that have the right qualities. Write these down. Here are the 4 qualities of great people. According to Jim Collins' terrific book, Good to Great. Number 1, work ethic. You can't teach it. They have it or they don't, and you're going to find out pretty quickly after you hire them. Number 2, intelligence. Kind of underrated. Now, it doesn't mean IQ and book smarts and Ivy League nonsense. Doesn't mean that. It means quick thinking, problem solving. And they kind of think smart. They come to you, to mommy and daddy, every 5 minutes asking questions. That is not leverage. Okay. Number 3, dedication to the task. I mean, they may be wonderfully dedicated to their families and their faiths, which are values that matter a lot to me personally, okay? But if they're not dedicated to the company, it doesn't matter, they're out. They have to be dedicated to the role they perform to you. Number 4, I think you guys will like this one. Shared values. Shared values. It means they kind of have to be your cup of tea. It doesn't mean they have to be exactly like you, and it definitely does not mean they should be like you on the DISC assessment. You should get complementary personality types, but the basic value set should be the same. Like all the people on my team, Rosalind will agree with this. All the people on our team are positive, super hardworking, very service-oriented, right? Unafraid to take risks, social. Like we have a vibe. You know, your vibe determines your tribe, right? And people that don't fit in, everyone knows they stand out like a sore thumb, and it ain't gonna last. Okay? So let's go back to this. Business owners pursue leverage. Small investment, the best definition of leverage is small investment, high return. Small investment of time, small investment of money, but good return. If you're doing anything in your business right now that feels overwhelming or gives you stress, it only means one thing. Get it off your plate. Period. And that's all it means. When overwhelmed or stressed, get help. That's it. Super simple. Okay? Let's see. I want to share with you also. So I'm going to pass the buck to Stephen at LionDesk here in just a minute. I want to ask you guys, would you do me a favor? Would you type in, if any of you has a takeaway that caught your attention the most, would you please type it in the chat box and I'll share it with everyone verbally here. Just any one concept or idea that caught your attention the most from this short, kind of get together here. And I'll share it with everyone here. In the meantime, what I'm also going to share with you is, just again, if you have any interest in, I don't care what it is, just reach out to that phone or the 909 number if you have any interest in even just getting information on coaching, running a database, doing social media, doing lead generation, doing follow-up, doing any of these things, one, all, doesn't matter. Talk to Rosalind. We're here to support people. I remind you all, I'm a coach. I can't run away from our products. We're here to help people, okay? Alice put, do what you do best and outsource the rest. Alex Cordova. Thank you, Alice. I really appreciate that one. Very good. Very good. I want to, okay, Alice put, I use a TC and she's great, right? If anyone wants recommendations on people, TCs or other ancillary services around the block, we're happy to give you some privately if you want also, right? Alice has a great one. We have a couple of people we highly recommend because they work with some of our OCD high maintenance clients who love these people. So, we get around, so we know a lot of these resources. If you want to have private conversations about crazy marketing channels that you may not know about, the nice thing for me is because I'm coaching so many people, I'm kind of a compository of information, if that makes sense, right? Which is really nice. A couple quickie things about LionDesk I want to point out. The purpose of a database is nothing more than a box you put data in. And I know this might sound a little bit self-deprecating for LionDesk, but when I tell people, if you don't know which one you're going to use, I tell people use LionDesk
Because cheap texting, emailing. That's my explanation. Even though there are a lot more features, as you'll see with Steven here, okay? I'm using it and I'm a coach, which makes no sense, but it doesn't matter. It serves my purposes and it's practical. And no, they don't pay me to use it, if you know what I mean. Okay, we chose to from the very beginning. We do have people that use other databases and CRMs. We still run their databases for them. So if you're on any, I don't care which one you come up with, we know them all, we run them. So just reach out to Roz if you want help with that stuff, right? I don't care if it's, you know, KW Connect, KV Core, Zap, Booge, you know, Top Producer, all those others, right? Again, if you don't have a preference, and again, we're not getting paid by LionDesk for this. We just like the product, we use it, right? But if you don't have one, we'll encourage you to use the LionDesk. I'm also going to tell you again one more time, if you're on the free product, step up because you need more messages, people. Sorry. That's just me. I don't speak on LionDesk. They're not supposed to say this on an association call. I don't care. I'm a coach. Fair enough? We make our clients do it. And again, you see that thing if you're interested in coaching and all those other things. Here, I'll have a little fun with you guys because I don't know you guys and you don't know me so well. Reach out to Roz if you want to do all those crazy things for a year. We'll make it $897 today, which I don't do for clients. We have clients that paid us $2,800 for a year of coaching without the products. Just call Roz, okay? And it'll be a way to build new relationships. Steven, I'm going to pass the buck to you as well. Folks, if anybody else wants to type in a takeaway, let me type in my cell number here as well. Don't hesitate, folks, to reach out to me on, you know, we have also our Facebook page and private groups and all that fun stuff. Don't hesitate to reach out and follow if you want content and videos and all that sort of thing, okay? Yvonne Alfaro put reinvest aggressively. I like it. I really do. It's a whole different way of thinking. Last one, ready? If you invest aggressively, your business has to grow. As long as, and this is what we do privately, as long as we review the results regularly and tweak. Does that make sense? Okay, throw this one lastly in your tool belt. Yvonne, I appreciate you putting reinvest aggressively. I live in Palos Verdes, right? Would you believe there's a guy named Jay Abraham who's a well-known marketer in his 70s now. If you go find Jay Abraham's website, it's spelled just the way it sounds, there's a great podcast of Tony Robbins interviewing Jay on the podcast. Jay is a rock star in the consulting and marketing world. There's a great book of Jay's that I highly recommend for marketing. There you go. Yeah, thanks, Roz. Getting everything you can out of all you got. Jay happens to live in Palos Verdes, somewhere near me, but I have no idea where. I'm sure he's so private I can't stalk him or something, right? But Jay pitches this. Are you ready? He's mostly retired now, and he's the guy, if you want him, you get him for 70 grand a day and crazy stuff like that now, right? Jay says this. On his agreements, his coaching agreements with clients, he has boldface at the top that says, you agree to test every sales and marketing idea we ever come up with in writing. You agree to test all of them. And he says the cost doesn't have to be, exorbitant or anything, but you have to radically test. He says it is easy to help someone build their business to doing double and triple the volume. Every business, he says, has 10 grand, 20 grand, 100 grand, or $1 million in hidden revenue right in front of your very eyes, but you can't see it, and you have to reveal it. And the way you reveal it is very simple. Constant, never-ending testing of sales and marketing techniques and strategies. Me throwing out this silly, cheesy price on a thing I'm not even supposed to pitch products on or whatever, people, so I apologize, is testing. And it's being fearless and saying, I don't care. Haters come at it, if you know what I mean. I don't mean to say it like that, but you know how it's you have to think like that. You have to lead by example, and you have to test. You have to try. You have to, review and measure, okay? You have to change scripts when they don't work, even if it's just scripts online or whatever. But if I can tell everyone here one thing, the greatest thing with a business owner is, like Yvonne said, reinvest aggressively and test aggressively. And it doesn't mean you have to do big dollars. You can do small dollars. And watch what happens over time. But be very careful not to listen to the naysayers. And don't listen to yourselves. Because the biggest enemy, of course, for all of us in our business are the precious 6 inches of real estate between our own ears, especially in times like these. Are you with me, people? So let me talk you out of this with one last pump-up speech for you. Ready? You can't make this stuff up. I'm going to read this off a card. These are my coaching clients from sessions from the last 72 hours.
And you expect lenders to be up in volume because of refis. And yeah, we got Christine Perez up 60% this year versus last year. Ernesto Garcia up 52% versus last year. Jennifer Davis up 400% versus last year, right? Mark Viana up 90%. Rami Suribari up 37%. These are coaching clients. Jenny Van up 89%. Lynn Munger Perry up 106%. But how about the realtors? Listen to this, the realtors. Virginia Casano up 60% this year versus last year. Eileen Garibay up 100%. Kaylin Borrego up 129%. Brenda Molesky up 43%. James Wotring up 39%. Lori Kwan up 89%. I can go on and on. There are people doing business. Remember, in a way, I have a hidden benefit and blessing. Think about this. It's weird, but people that choose to pay for coaching and do stuff like that, what happens is they've already made a decision in their mind to get better. In a way, I'm not doing anything. I'm kind of vicariously living through them and joining them for the joyride. They already made the key decision. However, what my punchline is not that stuff. My punchline is not to do with coaching or them. Listen to me carefully, people. My punchline is, even in this environment, there are the haves and the have-nots. Half of your industry is checked out big time. Coronavirus was one long December for them, if you know what I mean. But some of you are kicking butt because you're staying in the game. And if you haven't seen it already in the last 2 weeks, there's a massive buying frenzy going on right now. You can pick up buyer leads like water. Every one of our clients, we're like, you must get out hundreds, if not thousands of messages through text and email and Facebook and Instagram, asking people if they want to, if they're interested in buying a home or investment property, and you will have leads coming in. I mean, maybe the buyers are a pain to work with right now, but it is really wonderful to build. Okay. Alice put my real estate is beautiful inside and out. Very nice. Okay, guys, hope it was helpful. Really appreciate your time. I'm impressed, by the way, by the size of this crowd. 42 on a Friday afternoon. You guys have my respect. Beautiful. Stephen, I'm going to turn it over to you. And again, everybody, really appreciate you all, okay? Hope it was helpful.
Awesome. Thank you so much for all of that great information. So first thing I did want to share with you all, just this free gift that we're going to be offering you all. So let me share my screen. That way you all can pull out your phone, text this code to this number and get this free gift. Oh, so there we go. Get a free gift, text gift to 909-303-6933, and you'll be able to select one of these three gifts. So free one-on-one coaching session, free group mastermind, and free daily accountability program. So go ahead, pull out your phone and text gift to 909-303-6933. I'll leave it up here for a second. That way you all can capture this info and go ahead and text. In the meantime, just let me introduce myself. Hello, everybody. My name is Steven, and I am the LionDesk product specialist. So just to give you a little bit of insight, I've been with LionDesk for the past couple of years. I've worked in the sales department. I've worked in the support department and the marketing department. So I kind of, dip my toes in all these different departments. And I love the product. I love talking to agents about how to build up their business using LionDesk. And what's really great with you all, since you guys are part of the association, part of CRMLS, is that you guys get LionDesk for free, right? So I'm going to show you all how to activate your account if you haven't done so already. After that, I'm going to show you how to navigate LionDesk and how to use these features to really kind of embody what David has been showing you all, right? Making sure that you communicate with your contacts, casting that wide net, and making sure that you get responses and how to follow up. All right, so we're going to dive into LionDesk in a minute, and then we're also going to open up with the Q&A. So if you do have any questions, go ahead and start putting them in the chat box. We'll make sure to get those all answered. Awesome. Before we get started, just one more time, go ahead and text GIFT to 909-303-6933. I'll make sure to pull this up at the end, so if you missed it, don't worry. There's going to be another chance for you to text this. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. So first, I do all want to show you. Well, again, my name is Steven. Perfect. Okay, so here we are. How do you activate your account? You want to log into your CRMLS account. So from here, go ahead, put your user ID, your password, and once you're logged in, once you're in the CRMLS portal, you are going to see links. So if you look here above, you want to click on links. And this is going to take you to all the products that CRMLS offers, right? So once you click on links, you're going to see that entire list. Go ahead and scroll below until you find LionDesk, right? You'll see it towards the bottom. Once you click on it, that's all you have to do, and it's going to activate your free account. So with LionDesk, it's free. You'll be able to log in and use all of these amazing features to connect with your database. Once you log in, again, just upload your contacts and start following up. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into LionDesk. Let's take a quick look. Give me a second and let me reshare my screen. Perfect. Okay, y'all. So here we are logged into LionDesk. Before we do get started, I want to make a quick note. If you signed up with LionDesk, activated your free trial before this year, the beginning of this year, you're probably comfortable with the older version. If you haven't activated your account yet, this is what it's going to look like. This is the new version of LionDesk. We released it earlier this year, and we've been adding more and more features. So we're going to show you around. We're going to show you how to navigate the platform. That's awesome. Okay, so from here, what can we do within LionDesk? There's so much, and we only have enough time to really kind of dive into the communication part of it. But I want to show you around what you can do. So here we are in the home page, and you're going to notice that it's broken up into 4 sections. We have our vitals, we have our contact filters, we have our tasks, and then we have our recent activity. So just within the home page, there's so much information that you'll be able to see. Let's go ahead and start off with vitals. So the vitals, it's going to track what you're doing with the system. How many emails are you sending? How many text messages are you sending? How many new contacts are entering your database? So if you look at my dashboard, you're going to see that I'm tracking my new contacts, inbound text messages, outbound emails. And you get to decide what you track. So to decide, go ahead and click on that customize button, and you're going to see the type of information that you can track. So again, new contacts, inbound text messages, outbound text messages, opened emails, showing requests, favorite properties added. So, if you connect with your website, that information is going to come through. Once you select this, you can go ahead and click on apply. And again, LionDesk will start tracking all of that information for you. That's going to let you know how active are you in the platform, where can you do, what can you focus on to improve? Is that your emails? Is that your text messages, and so on. So definitely make sure to set up your vitals. Again, it's going to give you insight into how you use LionDesk. Below the vitals, you're going to see tasks. And so this is like what you want to do every morning, right? Log in, check what you have to do for your tasks, and just start completing them, right? Do you have meetings coming up? Do you have calls you need to make? Do you have an open house? Go ahead and just click on create task. Right, this little blue button, and you're going to see it slide in on the right-hand side. So just go ahead and fill in the details, the description, some quick notes, who you need to reach out to, who do you have the meeting with, who do you have the open house with, and then finally the due date. And go ahead and click on create task. What's really great is that LionDesk will send you an email. We're going to send you an email every morning letting you know what you have to complete for that day. That way you can get started every morning, with the right foot, start hitting hard, call your clients, go to those meetings, go to the open house. Awesome. Next to tasks, we have recent activity. So this is letting you know the emails, the text messages that you've sent out. So what's something that's really good about LionDesk is that all of this communication, your emails, your text messages, the calls that you make, we're keeping track of all of that. We're keeping it safe in the contact record. That way you can always pull up a contact record and see what you've sent so far. So as I'm scrolling below, I'm going to see that entire list of all of the emails that I've sent out, the text messages, and who I'm sending them to. Right, so I have that record. I can always pull up that record, see what communication we've done so far. All right, so here's the next one. This is my favorite, contact filters. And this really goes hand in hand with what David's been saying. Right, so you want to make sure you communicate with your contacts and that you have consistent communication with them. Right, a few times a month, maybe even a few times a week. It really depends on who you're reaching out to. So the contact filters are going to help you keep on track. So if you look at my screen, if you're looking at my filters, I have 3 in place right now. I have my buyer leads, I have my hot leads, and I have my prospecting leads. And you can definitely create more if you'd like. I'm just going to focus on these 3 here. So the whole goal is to making sure that you have consistent communication with your contacts. So these contact filters are going to track your communication. Are you emailing enough? Are you texting enough? Right, so let's take this first one for example. I created this filter and it's letting me know that I have 24 buyers in my database. Below, you're going to see this number, and this is tracking the communication. So when I created this filter, I said I want to make sure, I want to get reminded every 30 days to make sure that I reach out to my contacts. And if I don't reach out to them, send me a notification. I need to make sure that nothing slips through the cracks. So that right there is my notification. Out of these 24 contacts, there are 16 that I have not reached out to in the past 30 days, right? So it's letting me know, hey, don't forget, Steven, you have 16 contacts, send them an email, send them a text. And LionDesk makes it super simple to do so, right? All you have to do is click, and it uploads that list for you. You don't have to search for them, they're already there for you. So you'll notice these are the 16 contacts that I need to email, that I need to text. As I scroll below, I'll see all of their information. And all I have to do is click on this box right here to select all of those contacts, and let's send them an email. Right, so as I scroll above, I'm gonna see this email icon. You can also do a text message, right? But emails is included in your plan in your free member benefit account. So let's go ahead and do an email. It's going to open up to this template. We're gonna see all of the emails listed in the to section, right? This is our test account. So you see all of these tests, test.com. So it's gonna send all these emails to these 16 contacts. And as I scroll below, all I have to do is fill out the subject line, fill out the body of the email, and click send. So from here, one great thing about LionDesk is that we do provide you templates that you can work off of. So if you scroll above, you are going to see this button, choose a template. Once you click on choose a template, you see the screen slided on the right-hand side, and you can select from these templates. So again, LionDesk provides about 100 of them.
Put it on the floor of the door.
This account for training, so you're gonna see that I do have quite a bit of folders here. But as new users, you're probably gonna see about 5 or 6. So we created these templates for you. We created these folders. We created some for your buyers, for your sellers, for your new leads, for your closed clients, right? We created these templates for you. That way you don't have to start from scratch. So let's go ahead and look for a folder that I know you're gonna have, which is one of our buyer leads. So as I scroll below, where did it go? Here we go, LionDesk General Buyer Drip. This is a folder that everyone has. You'll be able to click on it, and you'll be able to see all the different templates that you can select from, right? Just click on the preview button. That way you can see what's inside. This looks great. Let's go ahead and select this email. I'm gonna click on email number 3. And you're gonna see that section auto-populate on its own, right? The subject line's complete, the body of the email is complete, and as you saw, with just a few clicks, I can just click on send, and I'm already communicating with those 16 contacts, right? Consistent communication, making sure that I stay top of mind. All right, so, but before you click the send button, I definitely recommend customizing your template, right? This is a template, this is a little generic. You wanna make sure that you add in your own little spin to it, right? Add in your own little flair, make it become more personable. And LionDesk makes it super simple for you to do so. So if you look at the toolbar, there's definitely a lot of things that you can do with your templates. I'm gonna go ahead and just highlight a few, some great things that we added to this new system, to the new LionDesk. So if you've been using the older platform, definitely a good idea to start switching. All right, so the first thing I wanted to point out was our emojis. So we added emojis to our email templates. We added emojis to our text templates. Added emojis from our text template. So all you have to do is click on this icon, and it's gonna show you the LionDesk emoji library. And what's really great is if you have your own emoji library, I know some PC users do, go ahead and use those. You can just copy and paste those into your email templates. Let's go ahead and use this one. I'm just gonna select a few of these icons, a few of these emojis to add on to the email template. Awesome, there we go, we added a few. Aside from the emojis, you can also add in your own images. And so if you've been using our older platform, adding images to your emails, definitely a process. You make it a lot simpler. All you have to do is click on this button, insert image. And you can drag and drop your image into this section, or just click to add in from your computer. All right, so let me select the image for you all. Perfect, I'm adding this lion here. I selected my lion image, and you'll notice that I can customize the width and the height. And here's a pro tip. I know a lot of users like to do this as well. If you want to make your image clickable, if you want to make your image direct them to the website, to your social media, you can. Right above, you are going to see image hyperlink. So you can just type in your website, type in your social media. That way, if they click on that image, that's where it's going to redirect them to. So I'm going to go ahead and just type in our LionDesk website, www.liondesk.com. And then from here, press upload. And boom, it's right there. I'm just going to place it below the introduction. And as I hover over it, you're going to see that it's going to redirect me now to the LionDesk website. Right, so we make these hyperlinks super easy. Just upload your image, copy and paste the URL, and you're going to start redirecting your users to your website, to your social media, really to anywhere you want to redirect them to. And again, as you've noticed, if you use the older platform, it was not this simple. So definitely start switching over to the new one. A few other things, a new feature, not a new feature, but a new enhancement that we built into this platform are our videos, right? So you'll see in the toolbar, insert LionDesk video. As you click on it, it scrolls in onto the right-hand side and you can select from any of these videos. So with LionDesk, you can upload your own videos, you can record your own videos. So if you have like the desktop, if you download our mobile app, you can start recording and upload those straight into LionDesk. If you already have videos that you've recorded, right, go ahead and upload those into LionDesk and you can send those in an email, you can send them in a text. And here's something that we've actually noticed in the past few months, especially with, with everything that's going on, the stay-at-home order. Everyone's going to start opening their emails. Not start, they've been opening their emails. We've seen an uptick in people opening emails, and we've seen an uptick in people clicking and playing these videos, right? One of the biggest things that we've noticed is that people want that communication now because they have the time. They can open up your emails, they can watch these videos, they have the time to do so. All right, so here we are. I'm just going to select my first video. I'm going to go ahead and click on select, and you're going to see that code up here, right? Media video file. So here's something to note. Although you're going to see the code, your users are actually, or your contacts are actually going to see this thumbnail, and all they have to do is click play to watch the video. All right, so once you're done, just scroll to the bottom and click send, right? So as you look at the template, we definitely built out this template. We added our own emojis, we added a video, we added an image that redirects them to our website. So you can definitely do a lot more with your templates. Once you're done, go ahead, scroll to the bottom and click on send, right? So now we're reaching out to our database. We have that consistent communication. All we have to do is wait for the response. All right, next thing I want to show you all is those videos, just so you guys are aware of where to go to upload or record your video. So we're going to open up the main menu. On the left-hand side, you want to click on this, this arrow, and you're going to see your main menu. So there's definitely a lot of pages that we can jump into. Let's go ahead and click on videos. And here we are in my video library. You're going to see the options to record or to upload. So again, if you've already recorded videos, you can go ahead and upload those straight into LionDesk. Go ahead and click and select whether it's a video email or a video text message. If you don't have any videos ready, don't worry. Again, you can record straight from your computer, from the desktop, or you can record from your phone. Just go ahead and download our LionDesk mobile app. It's available for Google or Android phones. It's available for iPhones. Go ahead and just search for it, LionDesk. Click on our logo to download. You can record a video, right? If I click on it, you can record a video email or a video text message. So you'll notice that we have different time limits for each. So definitely recommend downloading our mobile app, right? When you're walking to a listing, when you're about to show that property, you can just bust out your phone, open the mobile app, take a quick video of you and the listing, and just send that out to all of your contacts. Let them know, hey, come out, check this house. Awesome. All right, y'all. So again, those were how you track your contacts, how to send a bulk email, a bulk text message, and how to use these videos. Next, I want to show you a feature that we released a few weeks ago that's exclusively in the new platform. And we've actually had a lot of great feedback from it. Our users love it. So I wanted to show you what you all can do now. You can download free, professionally designed direct mail pieces. All you have to do is open up the main menu and go into Add Portal. Right, there's going to be a few things in here, but let's go ahead, look at direct mail and click on Get Started. Right, we have a lot of pieces that you can select from. Right, you can have brochures, door hangers, flyers, infographics, newsletters, open house, postcards, self-promotional brochures, social media, and then team listing flyers. Right, that's the mouthful right there. Definitely a lot of free templates that you can download. All right, let's go ahead and select one of these. Let's go ahead and select postcards. Once you select postcards, you want to click on Get Template. And again, these are free and professionally designed templates. We have a few that you can select from. So as I open up my postcards, I'll see the different series that are available. Just select the one that looks good for you. Let's go ahead and click on this one here, our modern series. You can select the size of the postcard. So once you select, you'll see the option to get a 4x6 or a 5.5 by 8.5. Just click on Get Started. Let's click on this one here. And open up to the editor. So again, these are professionally designed. All you have to do is add in your own images, add in your own verbiage, right? So these are stock photos, right? There's a front and a back, front, view, back. That way you can jump between the both. And just click again on the images to upload your own. So here we are. Let me go ahead and upload my own image. Just click, select Browse. And let's go ahead and select my line again. Boom. There we go. All you have to do is click on Accept Photo, and you're going to use that image in your postcard. You can update the images. You can also update the text of the postcard. So if you just hover over it, click, and start typing. Right, super simple, super easy. All you have to do is just add in your own images, add in your own verbiage. And again, this is free. So if you look here on the left-hand side, you can get a free download. Once you click on it, you'll see these different options. So you can download this as a PDF. So if you have a printer at home, maybe at the office, you can go ahead and download this PDF so you can print. If you want to use a professional printing service, you can select PDF with the crop mark. If you wanted to post this in your websites or in your social media, go ahead and click on PNG to download. So again, these are free. Go ahead and click on any of these options. Another feature that we have is we can actually print these and ship them to you. You don't even have to go to a printing service. That's really up to you. Let me go ahead and exit out of this. Click right below Print and Ship. All right, it's going to give you the final proof of your postcard, just to make sure this is exactly what you want. There we go, final proof. I'm going to go ahead and accept, press next. And at this point, all I have to do is just type in my shipping address, how many of these postcards would I like, and then click on Make Payment, right? So for 50 postcards, $23, 23 and some change. So you can get those shipped straight to your doorstep. And again, you have more options than just postcards. So let's jump back into LionDesk. What do you have access to? You have access to brochures, door hangers, flyers, infographics, newsletters, and so much more. So definitely take advantage of this feature. Again, this is exclusively in the new platform. So if you have been using the old platform, definitely time to make that switch. Awesome. All right, y'all, just wanted to highlight these key features. That way you can communicate with your contacts, send them an email, send them a text, send them a postcard. I'm going to open up to a Q&A session. I did see some questions coming in, so I'll make sure to get through those. But if you do have any questions, go ahead, start typing them into the chat box. We'll make sure to get those answered. All right, let's see. Okay, so do affiliates get it free too? That's a good question. Again, if you're part of CRMLS, you do get as a member benefit account. If you're looking to be an affiliate, we actually have a referral friend down below. So definitely check out that page. But if you're part of CRMLS, you get that account for free. Next question, emails go to all contacts. Will everyone see the other contacts since it wasn't on the CC line? Good question. As you saw when we did that bulk email, there was like 16 contacts at the very top. They're gonna receive the emails individually. So they're not gonna see who else received it. So you can definitely bulk email your contacts worry-free. For how long is free? Very, very good question. I believe the contract is for like 3 years and we're probably in year 1, so you definitely have it for a few more years to go. And again, we're probably gonna keep going with this free version. There's definitely opportunities for you to upgrade. So depending on what your needs are, right? If you have a lot of contacts, you definitely wanna make sure you upgrade. So definitely check us out if you're looking to really boost up your CRM. But again, for your part of CRMLS, you get this for free. Training. Okay, so I have a few questions about training. Do we have a tutorial? Can we get some one-on-one training? There are videos on how to learn LionDesk somewhere. Awesome question, and yes, we do. We have a whole page dedicated to our training resources. So I'm going to jump into that next. Actually, I have it already opened up. It's going to be liondesk.com/training. If you just go to liondesk.com, you can just click on member area, and you're going to see our training page there. So we have a lot of resources for you all to get help. First off, let's talk about our webinars that we have. Right, so in this one, this webinar you all attended, very, very brief. We showed you how to email. We showed you how to download these direct mail pieces. There's so much more to LionDesk. So we do host weekly webinars. First one I want to talk about is the Getting Started with LionDesk webinar series. This is a webinar series that I host. We do host them a few times throughout the week, so I definitely recommend signing up, especially if it's your first time using LionDesk. So we have session 1, session 2, and session 3. Session 1, we go over the basics, right? How to upload your contacts, how to send out an email, how to send out a text message, all the way to session 3, where we go into a little bit more in depth, where we talk about drip campaigns, transactions, and transaction plans. Essentially, how to automate your business so you spend less time in LionDesk and more time growing your business. So definitely recommend the Getting Started with LionDesk webinar series. We also have a live Q&A. So if you don't want the whole basics and you just have a few questions, definitely recommend the live Q&A. I also host that, so every Thursday at 10 a.m., you can come in for a whole hour long and ask any questions about LionDesk. And I'll be there to, guide you, show you around. It can be anything really, how to upload contacts, how to send out a bulk text, how to send out a video, right? Best practices for recording a video. So definitely join those webinars. They're live. We host them every week. Just click on that little card to sign up. These are live, right? So I'll be there. You can ask any questions. However, if you want to get started right now, you can watch our pre-recorded videos. So as I scroll below, you're going to see self-paced trainings. So we have the Getting Started series to watch on demand. We recorded them. We uploaded them. You can go ahead and start watching them right now. Just click on this button to see session 1, session 2, and session 3. We also have Path to Success. This is an online LionDesk course. So it's really bite-sized pieces, right? Some 5-minute videos. And after that, you actually take the time to do it within your platform. That way, as you're learning about LionDesk, you're taking that time to build up your own account. That way, by the time you're done, you're ready to go. So Path to Success, again, that's an online LionDesk course. We have our Fast Start Guide, which is our quick 1-minute videos, 1 or 2-minute videos that show you how to set up your account, start emailing, start texting, right? There's about 6 videos just to get you started using LionDesk. And then we have our video library. So again, there's so many things that you can do with LionDesk. Go ahead and click on Video Library. You'll see all of our training videos, and you can just click on the one that interests you the most. A few other resources. As I scroll below, we do have a concierge account setup service. So as you're looking at LionDesk, it's like, hey, I don't have the time to set this up. You can have a LionDesk rep do it for you. And this also includes a one-on-one training session just to make sure that your account is set up and ready to go. But again, feel free to give us a call, send us an email, come in through live chats. We are available Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Send us an email, give us a call. We're here and ready to help out. Awesome. Again, this is LionDesk.com/training. If you just go to our website, it's going to be in our member area and click on training here. Again, we have these weekly webinars multiple times throughout the week. Go ahead and just click to find the time that works best for you. All right, let's see if we have some other questions we can jump into. Is all the training for the new version? Good question. Yes, all the training in this page is specifically for the new version, right? We've had the old version for a while, and although we still have it going, we still have it running, we're not working on it anymore. Any new features are exclusively in the new platform. So all of this training exclusively on the new platform. However, if you're still using the old version, you still have access to training. Go ahead and visit your online help page that's accessible from the old version account. It should be on the left-hand side. Just scroll below, you'll see online help. But again, all these new features, especially the ones we talked about today, right? The video emails, the contact slipping away, also the direct mail, the free professionally designed direct mail pieces. Those are exclusively in the new platform. Definitely recommend transitioning over. Most of your data should already be pulled into the new account, right? All of your contacts, all of your drip campaigns should be saved in the new account already, right? We're trying to make this transition easy for y'all, so go ahead and check out the new platform. Can we log in outside of the CRMLS? Yes, so from here you are able to log in, so we have the member area. If you click on sign into the new LionDesk, I think I'm already logged in, so actually let me log out first. Because you all do need to take an extra step. Okay, perfect. So here we are. This is a login page. So when you click here, you need to put in your email. You need to put in your password. If you just activated your account, we have your email saved, right? So just use your CRMLS email. That's the one that's associated to your LionDesk account. The only thing is that we don't have a password for you just yet. So when you go into the login screen and you want to log in through LionDesk, just go ahead and click on I forgot my password, reset my password, follow those directions. Once you create your password, you can log in from LionDesk without going through CRMLS. What does the old version have that the new version doesn't? Good question. Let's go ahead and jump into LionDesk. I'm going to highlight a few ones, especially ones that we kind of talked about today. Well, let me log in first. What's new in this platform? Okay, starting from the beginning, from the homepage, you're going to see our vitals, right? The older version has vitals, but those are set in stone. You cannot customize them. Right here, you can customize them. Not only that, we're not allowing you, you're able to track other types of activity, such as website activity. So that's something that I've included in the older platform. The older platform tracks only the past day. This allows you to select your own time frame. Is it the past 24 hours? Is it the past 7 days? The past 30 days? So that's one quick change there. A few other things would be, again, that direct mail pieces, the videos that we have. Just jumping into that real quickly. The videos that we have, you can record and upload videos. You can upload larger video email files. You can record larger video email files. We're going to do the same thing with text message, right? So you'll be able to record for longer times. Aside from that, we also have a transactions page. We didn't really jump into it. Definitely recommend checking it out though. In the old version, you can only track one type of deal, whether that's your buyers, whether that's your sellers. In the new version, you can track multiple types of deals, right? Are they your purchase leads, listing for sale, listing for lease, your investments. So definitely check out the new platform, so many great things. And actually, we do give you updates when new features and new enhancements roll out. So if you look right next to your name, you are gonna see this little bell icon. Oops. You're gonna see this little bell icon. Once you click on it, that's gonna tell you all of the features that were rolled out. And again, these are exclusively in the new platform. So we have a new feature called Facebook Custom Audience Sync. So if you're familiar with Facebook ads, you can start syncing your contacts directly from LionDesk to Facebook. A few other things, right, as we scroll below, you're gonna have the direct mail pieces. You can pin up to 3 comments in the activity timeline. So if you want to know what's new, go ahead and just check out that feed. We update this pretty regularly and we show you what new things you can do in the new version. All right, let's go ahead and next question. When you send a group email, does the body of the email begin with the personalized touch, such as their name, to make it more personal? I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but you may have. Good question, Ricky. Let's go ahead and jump into a bulk email really quickly, and let me select the template just like I showed it in the beginning. I don't think I mentioned that, so thank you for actually bringing that question up. All right, so here we are in my contacts. Let me select this group here, and let's select email. So what's really great about LionDesk is that we do use these codes like first name and email signature, and they auto-populate on their own. So as I look below, if you're not using a template, you will notice that the email signature is already added. But if you are using a LionDesk template, everything else is done for you. So let's go ahead and select the template. Let's use the same one that I showed earlier, general buyer drip. email number 3. And as you look at the introduction, dear first name, this code, it's going to auto-populate on its own. It's going to grab the first name from the contacts above. And again, it's going to send that email individually. So it's going to customize it to each person. So just make sure that it does have this first name code. And if you're not using a template, where do you go to get this code? Just scroll below and you're going to see, well, never mind, not scroll below. It's going to be right here. Insert LionDesk fields. Just click. You'll get this pop-up. We have hundreds of fields that you can use, but the most common one is first name. So if you click on this first drop-down menu, you're going to see contact full name, contact first name, last name, and so on. Again, there's so many fields that you can select, but the most common ones are the first name. So once you click, press insert, right, you're going to see that code appear. So if you're using the LionDesk templates, don't worry, that code was already added for you. If you're typing out your own templates, just go ahead and click on Insert LionDesk Field and click on First Name. What is the cost after the free trial? Good question. Again, CRMLS is actually a free account, a free member benefit account, and as long as and with that contract that we have with CRMLS, that's up to 3 years. So we're in year number 1, I believe. You still have 2 more years to go. So after that, we do have different plans. You know, worst case scenario, we don't renew the contract, even though I'm pretty sure we are, pretty positive we are. We do have different pricing plans for you all, so just check out our LionDesk website. We do have a tab for pricing, and we have different levels that you can select from. So we have our starter level, we have our Pro Plus level, and we have the Elite Plan level. Again, you get the member benefit account, and actually I believe if you do want to upgrade to a larger plan, you can do so at a discounted rate, again, just because you're part of CRMLS. So if you definitely need more features, right, more emails, more text messages, definitely you have the option to upgrade if you need more. And again, at a discounted rate because you're part of CRMLS. Moving on, if we change boards, does LionDesk go with us? That's a very good question, and unfortunately, it would not go with you. It's part of the MLS contract, right? As long as you pay your dues to CRMLS, we'll provide you LionDesk for free. If you do decide to leave that board, that would move to like a trial, and at that point, you would need to purchase. But we do have partnerships with a few other MLSs, so check out our online help page. We do make announcements pretty regularly. We have a handful of MLS partnerships, and we're always looking to get more. So if you join a new MLS that doesn't have a relationship with us, just let us know, and we can definitely start working on that for you. Do we need to use Zapier or anything to do that connect from Facebook? No, you do not. We do use Zapier for other platforms. One of the things to keep in mind is LionDesk is always looking to integrate with more and more, and that's something that we're committed to do. We don't want you to resort to Zapier, but I mean, that's a reality of it. There's so much technology out there. It's gonna take us a while for us to do all of those direct integrations. Luckily, that's not the case for Facebook. You can actually integrate directly from LionDesk. So if you go to your settings page, right, click on your name, select settings, there is a direct connection with Facebook. You're going to actually see a whole tab dedicated to Facebook. So if we look above here, you're going to see Facebook settings. Just click and connect to your Facebook account. So if you're running ads, we can connect with your ads, and all of those leads will funnel directly into LionDesk. And you can even trigger a drip campaign. That way, once they do come in, you're sending an email, you're sending a text message automatically. Steven, are there templates in Spanish? That's a really good question. LionDesk, we ourselves don't have a Spanish campaign, but we do have a shared library. And I know there are Spanish campaigns that you can download for free. And this shared library is open to everybody. So if you open up the main menu and you go into campaigns, right, you're going to see the campaigns that LionDesk uploaded for you. But if you click on this second tab, Publish Campaigns, you're going to see that LionDesk does have this library. You can search this library. Most of this here is free. Some of them are password protected, so you're going to notice this lock, right? These are password protected. But go ahead, click on this button right here, and it's going to hide all of those. And everything that's remaining, this is free to download. go ahead and click on the save button to download any of these. For Spanish, you have this search bar right here. So all you have to do is just type in Spanish, and you will see all the different campaigns that are available to you, free to download, that are in Spanish. All you have to do is click on save to download. And once you save them, those templates, they're yours. So if you wanted to modify them, feel free to do so. I definitely recommend doing so. Again, you always want to add in your own little spin to it. Can you tell me again where to get more training on LionDesk? Yes. Again, that's liondesk.com/training. So if you're on the LionDesk website, go ahead and click on member area and click on training. I'll actually send this link to you all in the chat box. That way you'll have access to it. But if you forget, don't worry. Just type in liondesk.com. Once you're in your website, go ahead and click on member area and select training. We have a lot of different resources for everyone, right? Different learning styles. I used to be a teacher, right? I used to teach out in DC, did it for a year and a half. So training, we try to accommodate all the training styles. So go ahead and check out our training page. Next question, if we have to pay outside of our board on a private pay subscription, does all of our past profile information, contacts, etc. follow with us on a private pay subscription plan? Essentially, yes. So if you decide to leave a board, just contact us. We'll make that switch for you. That way you can keep the same account. It's just not going to be associated with the MLS. So no need to like transfer data. Go ahead and keep that account. Just give us a call and let us know what happened. Do our ads look like the ones AdWork has, or are your ads only on our Facebook page? They will be on the one, those ads would be your Facebook page ads, right? So whatever you have set up in your Facebook business ad manager, we're just pulling in the leads that come in from those ads, right? We're not actually creating those ads in LionDesk, at least not yet. That's a feature that's definitely coming out soon. Definitely keep an eye out on it. Hopefully it will be released in the next few months. But as of now, we just pull in the leads that come in from the Facebook ads that you create within Facebook. Do affiliates get it for free too? Unfortunately, affiliates do not get it for free. If you're part of the MLS, you do get it for free. But if you want to reach out to us, let us know what exactly you're looking to do with LionDesk as an affiliate program, and we can let you know the different options, right? Affiliate's definitely a general word. We need to get a little bit more detail, so give us a call. You can reach out to one of our reps and they'll intake what you need and they'll let you know what you can get with LionDesk. So again, as you scroll below, give us a call, send us an email, come in through live chat. Whew. Okay, y'all, I think those were the only questions that I saw. Let me just scroll really quickly and make sure that I didn't miss anything. All right, I think I got it. I did see a new question come in. I'm using CRMLS. Can my assistant be using and managing my LionDesk? So with the free member benefit account, it's only one login, but don't tell anybody. Just share your password. They can use your account if they needed to. You just won't see what they did really, right? But it's one login per account. But again, just share your password. You'll be good. All right, y'all. I'm just gonna put up the free gift one more time. I just want to give you all like a minute or two. If you have any final last minute questions, go ahead and submit them. But I want to share this page again with you all to get this free gift. There you go. Again, text gift to 909-303-6933. Pick or choose all three. Coaching session, group mastermind, or daily accountability program. All right, got a question. I mean, can we both use it? Okay, so this is a question. Hey, my assistant is going to be using and managing LionDesk. Can we both be using it at the same time? Yes, as long as you're in different browser. So if someone's using Chrome, the other person could use Firefox, Safari. Just make sure you're using different browsers. But yeah, you should be fine using it at the same time. Awesome. All right, y'all. Those were the last questions. We'll go ahead and officially end the session now. But go ahead and check out our training page. Again, if you want to know more about LionDesk, we have all of these webinars. And most of the time, like 99% of the time, it's going to be me hosting these webinars. So definitely check out our page. Get to know more about LionDesk. There's so much more that you can do with it. Awesome. All right, y'all. I'm going to hang out for a minute. But yes.
Stephen, if I can add one, and thank you, Stephen. Wow, what patience and attention to detail. If you guys haven't figured it out, his knowledge is really terrific, so thank you. Hey, I just want to do, I got a few private requests for, hey, do you have a copy of this video? I just put in my cell phone number. If anybody wants this, because I don't know if it's being posted anywhere, you know, this video, if they want to relook at it for any reason, just text me at this number and we'll make sure you get one out later today, okay? All right, guys.
Awesome. All right, y'all. Thank you all for joining. You all have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.